Everybody, and welcome to the latest episode of Football of the Century, where we break down every game from the NFL's 100th season. I'm your host, Stephen Err, and this week we go over every game from Week 14. We start with Thursday Night Football, where the Bears beat the Cowboys 31-24 behind Mitch Trubisky's 3 touchdown passes and 1 rush touchdown. The Cowboys have now lost 3 games in a row. The Falcons-Panthers, Matt Ryan became the 10th player in NFL history to throw over 50,000 yards as the Falcons beat the Panthers 40-20. Bills-Ravens, Lamar Jackson threw 3 touchdowns and became the second quarterback to ever surpass 1,000 rushing yards as the Ravens held off to beat the Bills in Buffalo 24-17. Browns-Bengals, Denzel Ward's 61-yard pick 6 was the difference in the Browns' 27-19 win over the Bengals. The Bengals now 1-12. Packers-Redskins, Aaron Jones 134 rushing yards on the ground as the Pack held off the Redskins 20-15. Vikings-Lions, the Vikings sucked Jeff Blow 5 times, Danielle Hunter having 3 of those sacks, and a 2017 win for Minnesota. Saints-Niners, possibly game of the year, a very high-scoring affair. Robbie Gould kicked a 30-yard field goal as time expired to give the Niners a 48-46 victory. The final 48-46 was the first 48-46 final in NFL history. Jets-Dolphins, Jets kicker Sam Ficken kicked a 44-yard field goal as time expired to give the Jets a 22-21 victory over Miami. Bucs-Colts, James Winston threw 456 yards and 4 touchdowns as Tampa Bay held off the Colts 38-35 in another high-scoring affair in Week 14. Texans-Broncos, the Broncos jumped out to a 31-3 lead and never let up as they went out to shock the Texans by a final score of 38-24. Rookie quarterback Drew Lock threw 3 touchdowns in this game. Jaguars-Chargers, the Rivers threw for 318 yards and 3 touchdowns as the Jaguars lost their 5th game in a row by 17 or more points. The final score in this one was 45-10. They have lost 5 games in a row by 17 or more points to be the first team to do so since 1987. Raiders-Titans, Ryan Tannehill threw for 391 yards and 3 touchdowns as the Raiders are handed their 3rd straight loss, 42-21. They have been outscored 116-33 over their 3-game losing streak. Patriots-Chiefs. Chiefs clinched the AFC West and snapped the Patriots' 21-game home win streak with a 23-16 victory in New England. Cardinals-Steelers. Deontay Johnson scored on a punt return and caught a touchdown pass as the Steelers defeated the Cardinals in a Super Bowl 43 rematch, 23-17. Delvin Hodges, a.k.a. Duck Hodges, becomes the first undrafted rookie quarterback to win his first 3 career NFL starts. Rams-Seahawks Sunday Night Football. Jared Goff threw for 293 yards and 2 touchdowns as the Rams pull off an upset over Seattle, 28-12. And finally, Monday Night Football between the Eagles and Giants. The Giants dropped 17-3 in Eli Manning's first start since September 15th, but unfortunately they could not finish the job as Carson Wentz found Zach Ertz in the end zone in overtime to give the Eagles the 23-17 victory over their NFC East rival. The Cowboys and Giants. Cowboys and Eagles now are tied up at the NFC East at 6-7. And they meet in Week 16. That'll do it for this week's episode of Football of the Century. I'm your host, Stephen Err. Next week we'll break down Week 15, so be sure to stay tuned. Thursday Night Football this week, by the way, is in Baltimore as the number 1 seed Ravens host the Jets. Until then, we'll see you again, another episode of Football of the Century.